That is a thing of beauty. Oh, isn't it? Iced Americano. Vanilla sweet cream cold foam. Welcome everyone to today's video. Today we are talking about the YN300 Studio Light. The YN300 Studio Light is a budget light coming in around $50. So this is going to be far cheaper than your high-end $1,000+ studio light that you're seeing a lot of people use these days with a big old light box. This is a very small portable light. And some of the things that we're going to get into here shortly are what comes in the box, how practical it is to use, as well as overall, should you even bother buying this light at all. So first of all, let's just start out with what comes in the box. So of course you are going to get the light itself, which is this nice slim small box. Sadly, it does not come with a battery, so you're gonna have to buy a battery separate, but the good news is it's a basic Sony battery, so it's not gonna be hard to find. You can even buy off-brand like I did. Not gonna be nearly as good, but a lot cheaper. So in the box we also get this bag right here, which is a little carrying bag. Got a little bit of padding, you're throwing this thing around, throwing it in your bag. It is a small light, so it's super portable. You're gonna be throwing it around probably. This is just a nice small layer of protection to keep that thing a little bit safer. Then you also get these three little pieces of equipment. This right here is your main mount that has a couple different mounting options. This is gonna screw, so this is going to mount to the bottom of the light, kind of like what a GoPro mount would look like. But then on the bottom here, we have both a camera screw and a camera plate. So you basically you can screw this on any of the standard tripods that you already have, which is super phenomenal. And then this little square shape will fit onto the top of your camera, so you can mount this light onto the top of your camera if that's something that you're wanting. So after having that mount on your camera, there are a couple options here. This is a little standalone plate, so if you want to set this on a desk, countertop, anything like that, this will make so the light can stand by itself. And this right here is if you want to hold the light, you will screw this into the bottom of that mount right there. So you have a nice little handle to hold the light. So this thing does also come with an owner's manual, which was handy to find out a few things. Did find out that this thing has an external power source. You can plug this into a wall if you don't want to use the battery option, but it doesn't come with a cord, so you're gonna have to either buy a cord or use one you already have. The owner's manual says it is a DC power jack, so it may be a DC cord. I don't know. I don't really know, honestly. I've been using batteries. So basically inside here there's an even amount of warm lights and cold lights, and you can adjust those separately to get the desired blend. So on the back here you're going to see 4 buttons, the battery and the power, as well as that little plug I was talking about over here. So this is a little adjuster wheel, but you actually just press in that wheel and that flips on the light. So then your buttons over here are to switch which light you're adjusting, whether you're adjusting the warm light or the cool light, a battery indicator button, a preset button, and a fine course button, which adjusts basically how rapidly it's going to adjust when you are moving the wheel. So you may have picked up on it already, but I'm using a couple of these lights right now. I'm using this main light, that is one of these, and then also that little backlight right there are both this style light. So I'm just using one to light my face. Generally you would have like a fill or something. This is kind of on the dramatic side, with just kind of one light coming in, kind of lighting half of my face-ish. But if you're gonna buy one of these, depending on what you're doing, you may want to just go ahead and buy 2 or 3 of them. So you have some options on putting them around, and they're only like $50, so it's really not that expensive just to get a couple more. I got 3 of them, and it was only around 100. It was only between like 150, 170 range. So how bright is this light? Well, right here you can see it in a completely dark room, and you can see me making some adjustments there. This is it at full brightness, what it's going to make a room look like that is completely dark. And as you can see, it is pretty stinking bright. I'm going to drink more of this. So guys, if you're looking for some cheap studio lights that aren't the highest end, but that will definitely get you by, and even get you by more portably and without a big giant light diffusing box, something much smaller, much more convenient for on the go, if you're talking travel videos, vlogs, wedding shoots where you're traveling all over, it's going to be way easier to do stuff like that with. So I would definitely recommend looking into the Yongnuo Y300 Studio Light. Now, since I didn't even know that Yongnuo was a word, I will have this linked down in the description, so you can follow that link. It'll take you to this light if you want to buy it for yourself or check it out further. But of course, every situation is different. We all have different needs with what we're using our lights for, so adapt this information into what you're actually using it for. Make sure that it's something you want, and it could be these things are chintzy, and I haven't found out yet because I haven't had them for very long. So as far as longevity, I can't really speak to that at this point, but I can say that these things are pretty impressive little lights for the price. So without further ado, go down to that link, check it out. If you have any questions about it, hit me up in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer if I can, and I will see you all next week. Woo, give me some more of that coffee.